All right, keeping in mind what we know about dividing fractions, let's think about how we would go about dividing decimal fractions. Well, multiplying decimal fractions worked just fine, right? Let's see what happens when we try to divide decimal fractions just the same way that we would divide any other fraction. Let's say we want to divide 0.36 by 0.009. Well, in fraction notation, 0.36, that's 36/100ths. 0.009, that's 9, 1, 2, 3 digits to the right of the decimal point, 9 1,000ths. Rewrite that as multiplication. Oh, look what happened. The reciprocal of this decimal fraction was not a decimal fraction. Well, let's see what happens in this case. In this case, we had 36,000 over 900, of course. We can cancel 1, 2 common factors of 10. Oh. And then I think 360 is 9 times 40. So in this case, our answer is just fine. It's the whole number 40. Is it always going to be a whole number? Let's try another example. Let's see what happens when we divide 8.3 by 1.5. 83 tenths divided by 15 tenths. Doesn't look like anything good's going to happen here, does it? 83 tenths times 10 fifteenths. Multiplying, that'll be 830 over 150. We can still cancel out a common factor of 10, but now we've got 83 fifteenths. 83 isn't a multiple of 3 or 5. That's simplified as much as it can be, and even more than that, since 15 is 3 times 5. 3 is neither a 2 nor a 5. Guess what? Since 3 is neither a 2 nor a 5, we cannot write this answer as a decimal. What does that mean? Two things. First, that the quotient of decimal fractions will typically not be itself a decimal fraction. But at least there's good news. We can at least divide decimal fractions like we would any other fraction, and get a fraction or mixed number for an answer. I'm going to have you try one of those. Divide 1.25 by 0.6 and answer as a fraction in lowest terms. Pause the video and try this now. All right, rewriting in fraction notation, we have 125 over 2 digits to the right of the decimal point means 2 zeros in the denominator, divided by 6 over 1 digit to the right of the decimal point means 1 zero in the denominator. So this is 125 100ths times 10 sixths. Let's see, 125 times 10 over 6 times 100. Cancel out a common 10, but I think 125 and 60 also have a factor of 5 in common. 125? 125 will be 5 times, 5 goes into 12 twice, 5 goes into 25 5 times with nothing left over. So 5 times 25 is 125. 5 times what is 60? 5 goes into 6 once. 5 goes into 10 twice with nothing left over. So 5 times 12 is 60. So we're left with 25 twelfths. 25 and 12 have no common factors, so that's in lowest terms.